Hello students, welcome to another lesson. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. In today's lesson, we're going to go over other, the other, and another. Okay, before we get into the lesson, if you could, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. You can hit that red button and you can turn on the bell notifications so that you will be notified when I go live and when I post new lessons. All right, please like this video and share it with one of your friends who's also learning English. Okay, let's get into today's lesson. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so I think you can see it. So we have other, others, and another. Okay, these tend to be tricky for non-native speakers. I have to say, before I started teaching English, I never thought of the differences in when we use these words, but they are kind of important to know, right? So we're going to go over each one, and then we'll have some questions at the end. So I hope you stick around for the end to see how well you understand the vocabulary. All right. So the first one we have is other. Other. So what does other mean? First, other means additional, extra, alternative, different types of something. So other is something else, right? Okay, so other can be used as a determiner with uncountable nouns and with plural nouns. So remember this. We can use other with uncountable nouns and plural nouns. Okay? Other as a determiner does not have a plural form. So this is very important. When you are using other as a determiner, it does not have a plural form. So when you put other in front of a plural noun or uncountable noun, we do not put an S with other. So we would not say others tables, okay? We would say other tables. If you have a plural noun, you do not need to make this plural, okay? Let's take a look at some examples, okay? I know you've been to Japan. I know you've been to Japan. But what other, notice no S, what other countries have you been to? What other countries have you been to? So countries is a plural noun. Let's look at the next example. What other poetry are you interested in? What other poetry are you interested in? Here, poetry is an uncountable noun. Poetry. Okay? So other poetry, other countries. All right? Next, if other comes before a singular countable noun, we can add another determiner before it. So let's take a look at these examples. Why don't you try on the other dress now? Why don't you try on the other dress now? So remember, we can use other as a determiner for the noun, but when it's a singular countable noun, we can put another determiner in front of other. So in this case, the determiner is the other dress. Second example sentence. My other brother is still at school. My other brother is still at school. So, because we are using brother, it is a countable noun, but we're using it in the singular form. We're going to put some kind of determiner in front of other. So in this case, the determiner is my other brother. Okay? If you just say other brother is still at school, this is incorrect English. Okay? We need a determiner. Very good. Let's go on to the next slide. We're still looking at other. Other can also be used as a pronoun. So when used as a pronoun, other does have a plural form. We can use others. See? Others here. Okay, let's take a look at the example. He borrowed 3 books today and will borrow others tomorrow. He borrowed 3 books today and will borrow others tomorrow. So others here means books. Okay? So here others is used as a pronoun. Very good. Following me so far? Now let's get into the other. So we touched on the other briefly in a previous slide. So here let's really focus on it. The other can be used as a determiner. Remember, we can put another determiner in front of other, okay? The other with a singular noun means the second of 2 things or people, or the opposite of a set of 2 things or people. So the opposite of a set of 2 or one of 2 things. So you can see in the example here, you can use the TV upstairs. The other one is broken. So when we say the other something with a singular noun, that means there are 2 of something. There's 2 of something. So you can use the TV upstairs. So there's one TV upstairs. The other one is broken. So one is singular, the other one. So that means there are 2 TVs in the house. Okay? Let's take a look at the next one. When we use the other with a plural noun, it means the remaining something, the remaining people, the remaining things in a group or in a set. Let's take a look at this example here. Kevin and Jane are here, but where are the other members? Okay? So members is a plural noun. So the other members means whoever else is remaining, whoever else is left. So we have some part of the group, but the rest of the group is not here in this sentence. Okay? The other can also be used as a pronoun. So we use this especially to refer back to something which has already been said before in the sentence. Okay? So once we know something and we want to refer back to it, we tend to use the other as a pronoun. So here in the example, we have 2 dogs. One is a boy and the other is a girl. So we have this sentence. We have 2 dogs. So that's the information we have at the beginning. We have 2 dogs. One is a boy. The other, referring back to the dogs, is a girl. Okay? Let's take a look at another. When using the indefinite article an before other, we are going to write it as one word. So don't write an other as 2 words. It becomes one word, another. And even the pronunciation is a little bit different than if you were to write an other. and another. Can you hear the difference in pronunciation and how you would read the word? An other is broken up an other. Another. Another. You can hear the difference in pronunciation, I hope. So please write another as one word. So another means one more, additional, extra, or an alternative. So we use another as a determiner with singular nouns. Okay, I'll give you an example here. I'll have another cup of coffee. I'll have another cup of coffee. So cup of coffee is a singular noun. So here another is being used as a determiner. Okay, I'll have another cup of coffee. So it means I'll have one more cup of coffee. We can also use another as a pronoun. Back to the pronouns, right? So, example, would you like one more cup of coffee? Sure, I'll have another. So this another represents cup of coffee. Okay, so we're using it as a pronoun. Sure, I'll have another. Sure, I'll have a cup of coffee. One more cup of coffee. Very good. All right, so now that we have gone over other, others, the other, the others, or another, let's try to put them into sentences. We have 5 questions here. We're going to try and put the correct form of other into these sentences. So let's try number 1 together. Please write your answers in the comments. Okay, number 1. I have clothes for tonight and clothes for tomorrow. I have clothes for tonight and clothes for tomorrow. Which one are we going to use? Other, others, the other, the others, or another? Okay, so the answer is other, other. Okay, I have clothes for tonight and other clothes for tomorrow. Very good. Okay, let's try number 2. You guys are doing so well. Number 2. Some people like classical music while like rock. So here we're using the word as a pronoun. Some people like classical music while like rock. Okay? So, big hint is that it's a pronoun in this sentence. Okay? So please write your answer in the comments and we'll take a look at it right now. So, the correct answer is others. Some people, so people is plural. Person is singular, people is plural. Some people like classical music while others, so here others is representing people, plural. So we're going to make others plural, while others like rock. Very good. Okay. Number 3. That drink was so good. I'll buy. Okay. That drink was so good. I'll buy. What do you think the correct answer is? Write it in the comments. That drink was so good. I'll buy. Maybe a hint is I'll buy one more. I'll buy one more. Okay, the correct answer is another. That drink was so good. I'll buy another. I'll buy one more. Very good. Okay, 2 more left. You guys are on a roll. Number 4. When I woke up, we're still sleeping. Let's see. When I woke up, we're still sleeping. Is this a tricky one? Let's see. So when I woke up, everybody else, all of the people in my group, were still sleeping, except for me. When I woke up, we're still sleeping. The correct answer here is the others. The others were still sleeping. Okay, so here, when I woke up, so let's imagine you went camping with a group of friends, right? So you woke up, but the rest of the people in your group were still sleeping. So remember that the others, the other people, the others were still sleeping means the other people in your group, okay? Then let's see. I have two sisters. The older one is a university student and has already graduated. I have two sisters. The older one is a university student and has already graduated. All right, the answer to number 5, the last one, is the other. The other. So we're referring back to the previous information, two sisters. So we have two sisters, and for some reason I wrote the older one is a university student and the other has already graduated. So I think I meant to say the younger one. So I apologize for the mistake here. The younger one is a university student and the other has already graduated. Okay, so the other is referring back to the additional sister. Okay? Very good, everyone. How well did you do? Did you get all 5 correct? Let me know. Okay, so thank you so much for watching today's lesson. I hope it was understandable. Please let me know if you have any other questions, any additional questions. And I can't wait to see you in our next lesson. Okay. You can review this lesson as many times as you need. I hope you can master the difference between other, the other, and another. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in our next lesson very, very soon. Bye, everyone.